Alrighty guys, so I got a little surprise for everybody, and I know everybody is going to be pissed at me for this, but I wanted to show you guys because I was actually kind of excited about it. You just saw the newest member of the fish tank, which is going to be a baby red belly pacu. This one's about 6 inches and still has plenty of time to grow. And slowly swimming its way over is her bigger cousin. Um, I am going to try to find a home for this one. This one I only took in because my buddy had a smaller tank and it was on a 55 by itself. And I know these fish need a way bigger tank than what I got. I am going to rehome a lot of these African cichlids on Sunday, so a lot of these less colorful, the ones that have the distended bellies and the weird face-shaped heads because of inbreed. Those are going to be given to a couple of my friends from work. I'm going to get rid of a lot of them to make space for this big monster. Demon is not happy about it, not one bit, as you can see. Just because he's invading on his space, but this thing is a monster. When I tell you, look at my hand compared to it. So, I mean, Demon is probably about 12, 11 inches, maybe 13. And this thing is at least 20. And when it was inside the 5-gallon bucket, it literally had to stand up head first in the bucket. And then this little one, this one I'm gonna keep, but this one I'm hoping isn't gonna grow too fast, and hopefully I can keep it for a little bit longer. But this one, like I said, I'm gonna try to find somebody with like a 300-gallon tank. I'm gonna post that up on Craigslist and try to sell it. But I wanted to get it into the tank and give it a good home for a little while. I know my tank is completely overstocked with this fish in the tank right now. But if you saw the living conditions it had before, it's like 1,000 times better than what it had before. He was in a 75, or he wasn't in a 55 by itself. He was actually in a 75 with a Midas, a Red Devil, 2 Jack Dempseys, 2 Convicts. Basically way too many fish, just like this tank is. So I'm going to try to basically try to find a good home. I know it's hard to find a home for a red-bellied pacu, but I'm going to do my best to do so. But I thought this was a really cool add to the tank temporarily. I know Demon is hating every minute of it, just because now she's not the biggest fish in the tank. This is the monster. I'm actually going to name him Monster, I think, just because he's huge. He takes up this whole center area, and you can look at Demon. Demon is not happy. Totally flared up the size of her side of her color, has all the fins spiked up, and she wanted to go it before I actually got a picture of it. But it just kind of swam off like, dude, you don't even pose a threat to me. Uh-oh. Here she goes, trying to chase it out already. But hopefully they don't end up fighting. I really don't want to see these two scrap because this one has teeth, and that's not fair. He did get kind of beat up in the moving process, and he's extremely stressed out because he was cold. On top of that, he also beat himself up really bad, moving him from the tanks to a 5-gallon bucket to a sump tank to another 5-gallon bucket, and he's been through hell and back today. And you can see on his fins that he really got, he really shit-kicked himself here. On the other side of him, his other side is completely beat up. I tried to do my best to, to keep it from hurting itself, but it was just thrashing too hard, and this fish is way too powerful for me to, really control it. As soon as I can get these African cichlids out of here, like I said, I think I'm going to do it on Sunday. I'm going to get a lot of them out of here. I'm going to keep the ones that I want. Basically the more colorful ones, like the one here, probably. Most of the males I'm going to keep. As well as some of the nicer OB peacocks, like this guy here. He's going to stay. A couple of the other nicer peacock cichlids are going to stay in here. Gonna do my best to try to keep, what I want, and then, like I said, the rest of them are going to be going to 3 tanks, actually. I'm giving a couple to the guy that gave me this pacu. I'm giving a couple to another guy from work, and then I'm giving a few of them to another girl from work. And then I'll redo the tank basically to better suit everybody in the tank, mostly the giant ass Oscar and Paku. But right now he's kind of injured, so I mean I gotta kind of wait it out and see how well he's doing over the next hour or so. There was really no way to acclimate him to the tank just because he's so damn big that I can't even put him in a bag to acclimate him, so I just kind of dumped him in there. The little one that I put in here, it was done the same way because she was in the same bucket, and she seems to be doing okay, swimming around alright and everything. So I think that one will be okay. Demon's coming over to give me shit right now. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. I know he's big. I know. She knows. But, like I said, I'm going to try to get a better home for him. I'm looking for somebody that has a 300-gallon tank minimum. If you live in Connecticut, please hit me up with a message. Just because he needs at least a 300-gallon tank. This fish was, you know, greatly understocked is the best way I could say it, or overstocked in a tank. And putting him into this tank is even, you know, tight for him. Even though it's a massive fucking tank, it's still, you know, not enough for him, the Oscar, and another one. And I have the potential with the tinfoil barb. The tinfoil barb can get just as big as them too. So I mean, I kind of got to rehome this thing as soon as I can. I was actually going to talk to somebody from work, another guy that actually buys fish from me, and see if he wants to buy it off me, because I know he has multiple 300-gallon tanks. So it's going to be a conversation piece between me and him to see if he wants to get it or not. Him, I'd actually sell it to and see if he would give me a deal on one of his fish that he wants to give me, which is a Jordanian arowana. So I'm looking into that. But other than that, guys, like I said, I just want to do a little mini update for you. As you can see, the water did clear up a lot. I did do a little mini video for you. I'm going to post before this one. I'm actually going to make it a two-parter now that I think about it. The first one, like I said, it was mostly to show you guys what chemicals and food I use. Like I said, the only one that I really use on my tank is the Prime water conditioner. I don't suggest using anything else. And the other thing that I use is I use Top Fin cichlid pellets as my feeding things. It's this stuff. I use the medium size just because I got mixed range of fish, and Demon eats probably about 40 of the pellets. She eats like a champ. I'm actually going to have to look into a vegetable clip for this guy, just because I know they like to eat vegetation. They also like to eat nuts. So the great thing is that I have a walnut, or I have an acorn tree, or I have a tree that pops out acorns, and it's actually dropping a lot of acorns right now. So what I could do is actually go outside and grab some acorns and bring them in and just throw them in the tank, and I guarantee you that both of them will be cracking them up later. So I'm going to go try to find some of those later on today. But again, I just wanted to make a little video for you guys to show you this monster. And the little baby one that, you know, to show you how big they can actually get. You know, that's a regular little 6-inch one. The guy said he's had it for maybe 6 to 8 months. And that's how big they get, guys. And like I said, that's Demon compared to it. And you guys know Demon is like, I mean, Demon's probably about 4 or 5 inches bigger than my hand. My measurement of my hand is about 8 or 9 inches, so she's pretty big. And like I said, she keeps trying to go it, and I don't know if she's gonna try to fight it or not. But I really hope she doesn't, just because they got teeth, and she doesn't. And I'm really hoping she's not dumb enough to try to lockjaw with it, because this monster will win, hands down. And then this little fucker will come and defend it too, just because they're the same breed. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully nothing goes down over the next couple hours. Like I said, it's going to take some time for the big one here to acclimate, just because he was like near death almost. He was really, really cold. The water was about 68 degrees when I checked it before. And on top of that, he was also very, very stressed out. You could see he really hurt himself right next to his eye. He's got a couple little burr marks here and here, a couple little scratch marks there. On the other side of him, underneath his fin here, he took a good chunk out of it. And then he's got a couple little scratch marks on his other side too. So he's kind of hurting. And like I said, I'm really hoping that Demon doesn't try to hurt him. Just because, like I said, she probably could if she gets pissed off enough. But I really don't think she'd win that battle overall, just because he's got a very powerful jaw. But we'll see what happens. I'm just going to keep an eye out on him over the next couple of hours, and hopefully she doesn't kill it, or try to kill it, because I don't know who would win that battle. But anyway, the video's going on 10 minutes, and I'm rambling now, so I'll just end the video on that, and hopefully you guys don't yell at me too much.